mine couldn't wait for you.
Raised in a loving, nurturing, God-fearing, supportive environment, our son Jordan was a typical, loud music playing, girl-chasing, self-absorbed teenage boy. Always the popular boy in his wide variety of circle of friends. Forever the practical joker, hiding behind his big, wide, toothy grin. And I, the gullible mother, fell for his prank each and every time. As parents, we knew that Jordan, this precious gift that had been given us by God, was to be loved and cherished and protected. We did the best that we could, and yet that was still not enough. It didn't matter that he was homeschooled or an excellent swimmer. It didn't matter that he lived in an integrated upper middle class neighborhood where the children had access to summer pony baseball leagues and lazy summer days swimming and roller skating at the neighborhood roller rink. We enjoyed with our son countless birthdays and holiday celebrations. He insisted on celebrating his life each and every day. He wanted to celebrate his life for every occasion. He knew just how special he was. And in the end, none of his proper upbringing mattered. What only mattered was the color, the pigment of his skin. That's the only thing that mattered the day that he was murdered in Jacksonville, Florida. Murdered for playing loud music in the car with his friends. Rap music? Thug music? In the eyes of Jordan and his friends, it was just plain music. And they possessed the freedom to play it loudly. That was Jordan's argument, but he never deserved to die because of it. Race, fear, and guns are the perfect concoction for the perfect storm brewing tragedies such as ours all across this nation. Jordan, Trayvon, Mike Brown, and the list goes on and on. My, how far we have come, but yet we have so far to go. How do we protect our sons and daughters? How do we prepare them for a world that deems them a threat?
Because for you to hear those words, that your son is gone, is the worst nightmare any parent can face. Your parents that send you to school and expect you to come home every weekend or every summer, have anybody ever calls your parents and tells your parents and speaks those words to your parents? They will never be the same, and I'm never the same. I feel my life is broken. I walk around as a broken man. The spirit of Jordan makes me go on to help others that are suffering through the stand your ground laws, the mass incarceration laws. Do you realize that there are people are out there right now trying to get more laws on the books to incarcerate these fine young people in the colleges? Your degree is not going to save you from private incarceration. They're building more private prisons than they are schools. You're the new commodity. If you're in a car with your master's degree and you're riding with a couple of your friends, and one friend happens to have cocaine or something on them, they arrest everybody in the car. They slap through 3, 4, 5 years on you, and you end up in prison.
And of course, we abided by what the court asked us to do. We abided and sat quietly. But I think it was just so much emotional and psychological pressure that literally we broke down every night. Keeping that stiff upper lip for the cameras. Being able to hold it all together as we talked to the media. But at night, when we walked through our private doors, we broke down. And it just adds to the injustice of what's been going on in the country. Why don't we have to not be human? But then again, we realize that, you know, Michael Dunn didn't see Jordan as human either. So there are a lot of things within our judicial system that we believe must change. And it was a very, very painful road, even with the way the jury is expected to interpret the law and their jury instructions. But, you know, through God's grace and mercy, we did okay. I think we were able to hold on. I think because we knew that it mattered, not only just for Jordan, but that if we received justice for Jordan, there might be justice for some other child down the road.
That how he died and what happened. And everybody turned against him because they thought that it was poor sport to actually take a grieving father and put him on trial while he was grieving for his son, and you're hitting him with a battery of questions. And the papers and the news just ate him up for doing that. But the judge, at the beginning, like Lucy said, of the trial, actually asked us to come before him. And these things were said to us directly from the judge, that they didn't want us to show any emotion, and if we did, that they would escort us out of the courtroom. And that, and we forget, I had to learn something, that it wasn't a Jordan Davis trial. That's what I had to learn. It was Michael Dunn's trial. It's always the trial of the defendant, not the victim. And that's what I had to understand. So everything was geared toward a fair trial for Michael Dunn. And Jordan Davis, we couldn't show pictures of him with the family. We couldn't show pictures of Jordan hanging with his friends, going to Disney. The only picture that was allowed to show of Jordan Davis was a wallet picture of an ID, the driver's license ID. That was the only picture we could show of Jordan. Whereas Michael Dunn, the defendant, was showing wedding pictures, pictures with his son, pictures with his daughter. Every picture you could name, he could show, but we couldn't show that. And that goes back to the Trayvon Martin case, where the jury did not connect with Trayvon because of the fact that they couldn't portray Trayvon with the family. And when a jury does not connect with your son or your daughter, it's hard for them to render a just decision because they don't connect with the victim, and they must connect with the victim in order for you to get justice.